Welcome to your Cyber Daily News update for July 15th, 2026. Today's top cybersecurity stories include a record Microsoft security update with 2 actively exploited zero-days, critical zero-day attacks on SonicWall remote access appliances, a confirmed ShareFile zero-day disrupting file sharing, severe vulnerabilities in VMware load balancers, critical flaws in Adobe ColdFusion, SAP patches for enterprise ERP systems, major US sanctions targeting ransomware infrastructure, and the UK government updating its national risk register with new cyber warnings. Let's get into it. First up, SonicWall has confirmed that 2 nil-day vulnerabilities affecting its secure mobile access SMA 1000 appliances are being actively exploited in the wild. The first, a server-side request forgery flaw with a maximum CVSS score of 10.0, allows unauthenticated attackers to force the appliance to send requests to unintended locations. The second is a post-authentication code injection flaw with a CVSS score of 7.2 in the appliance management console, potentially enabling remote attackers to execute arbitrary operating system commands under specific conditions. Because these appliances control remote access to networks, successful exploitation could give attackers broad visibility into internal systems. Next, Microsoft delivered what is now the largest single-month security update in its history, patching 622 vulnerabilities across Windows, Office, Edge, Azure, and other platforms. 2 of these flaws have been confirmed as actively exploited, including an elevation of privilege vulnerability affecting Microsoft SharePoint Server and another in Active Directory. The update addresses 63 critical vulnerabilities, marking a significant increase over previous months. Given the breadth of affected systems and the presence of exploited bugs, this patch Tuesday represents one of the most consequential security releases in recent years. Turning to cloud storage, Progress Software has confirmed that a zero-day vulnerability in its storage zones controller component is the root cause of recent disruptions to ShareFile services. The company has rolled out a fix and is working to restore access for affected customers. ShareFile is widely used by organizations for secure file storage and sharing, meaning this flaw could have exposed sensitive documents and collaboration workflows. Enterprise customers should immediately apply the patch while monitoring for signs of compromise. Staying with web application vulnerabilities, Adobe has patched multiple critical flaws in its ColdFusion server platform that could allow attackers to execute arbitrary code or elevate their privileges. ColdFusion is commonly used to build dynamic web applications and is deployed across many government and enterprise environments. The severity of these vulnerabilities means they could be abused in automated attacks targeting unpatched systems, particularly if combined with other weaknesses in the application stack. In infrastructure security, VMware has addressed 7 severe vulnerabilities in its AV network load balancer platform. The flaws include authentication bypass, remote code execution, privilege escalation, and directory traversal, all of which could be chained together to gain deep control of the affected systems. Load balancers sit at the center of network traffic, so compromised appliances could enable attackers to intercept or redirect traffic, mask malicious activities, and pivot to other parts of the infrastructure. Across the Pacific, the US Department of the Treasury has sanctioned one virtual private network provider and an individual who sells Cryptor tools for enabling ransomware groups that have caused billions of dollars in losses to American businesses and critical infrastructure. The sanctions target OneVPNs, which provides encrypted VPN services to ransomware actors, and a Cryptor seller who disguises ransomware as legitimate programs to evade detection. The action was coordinated with the UK's Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office and represents a significant escalation in efforts to disrupt ransomware supply chains. On the enterprise front, SAP has patched critical vulnerabilities in its NetWeaver, Approuter and Commerce Cloud platforms that could allow attackers to access and modify data, cause system unavailability, and trigger request response desynchronization. SAP systems are core to business operations for many multinational enterprises, particularly in manufacturing, logistics, and finance. Given the critical nature of these applications and the breadth of potential impact, organizations relying on SAP should prioritize testing and deploying these updates in affected environments. Finally, the UK government has updated its national risk register to highlight the potential impact of catastrophic cyber attacks against critical services and infrastructure. While the update does not specify individual threats or incidents, it reinforces the government's view that large-scale cyber operations remain a credible national security concern. The register serves as a public-facing risk assessment, and the inclusion of cyber threats underscores the evolving nature of security challenges facing both public and private sector organizations. That's your briefing for today. The CVE numbers and links to every story are in the show notes below. If this update helped you stay ahead of the threats, do us a favor and subscribe so you never miss a day. You can catch Cyber Daily News on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. Stay sharp, patch early, and we'll see you next time.